Hi, my name's Henry. I'm one of the creators of Sandpit, the entrepreneurship simulation that's now used across the world in higher education to help teach and develop entrepreneurial skills, behaviours and mindsets. Now, the plan today is to give you a little bit of a demonstration into Sandpit and the administration functions. So let's dive right in. Once we've set you and your organisation up, you'll be able to go to sandpit.cc and log in to your account. Once in, you'll be able to see your administration's dashboards. Now, your students can't see this. This is purely for administrators and lecturers, but here you would see your university's logo, the number of crowds you've created. We'll come on to that in a second. Who your administrators are, how many members are part of your crowds, i.e. how many students are part of the Sandpit system, and how many seats you've got remaining on your subscription that has been purchased by your university. The first thing I want to show you today is how to create a crowd. So, quite simple. I go here, create a crowd. A crowd is typically your module or your course, all of the students that are taking part. You've got two options. You can run a sales or an investment style simulation. In a sales simulation, students are pitching their product and solution to their customers. In an investment simulation, students are pitching their business to investors. For the sake of today, I'm just going to keep it simple and go with the sales simulation. So I need to give it a name. This needs to be a name that's recognizable to my students. So I'm just going to call this one A1 Entrepreneurship Module. Now, Sandpit runs in two phases. Innovation part, where students are generating ideas and building their pitches, and the funding part, where they're using their allocated virtual currency to back the pitches of other students. Innovation tends to need to last longer, so it's the 1st of May today, so I'm going to open innovation period then, and I'm going to let that run for maybe 5 or 6 weeks. Let's run that to the 4th of June. Funding, on the other hand, can be done quite quickly. It makes a particularly good in-class experience if you're all together, but doesn't need to last really longer than a day or two. So I'm going to let that start from the 8th of June and run to the 9th of June. You can come back later and change these dates if your dates need to change. Now, how many people will be in your crowd? So your crowd is all the students that will make up your Sandpit exercise. So this tends to be all of the students in your module in your course. So let's say 100 for the sake of today. Now, how many people work on each pitch? It's not uncommon for students to work in teams in Sandpit. So if they're working individually, you simply just need to leave this as 1. But if they're working in teams of, say, up to 3, then that can be the maximum team size. How much money should each team try and raise? In Sandpit, each team needs to try and hit a target. As a default, this is what the target, you can set the target as the administrator and lecturer. However, students can choose to try and raise more than that should they feel their idea or business needs more funding. So as a default, we put 2,500 campus coins for reward campaigns, and I believe it's 50,000 for investment campaigns. And that's it. On this screen, all you need to do is confirm your new settings, the dates that they run, the number of seats, and your crowd has been set up. So next, I'm going to go and invite members. All I need to do is share this link with my students so they can come and access Sandpit. And that's it. My crowd is set up. Right, I've gone back to my dashboard. And if I scroll down, I can see all my different crowds that I've already set up. And right at the bottom here, I've got my A1 Entrepreneurship module that you've seen me create. It's currently in the Innovate phase. They'll then move to the Fund phase, and then I'll move to the Reflect phase. And I can click on these phases to see what students would see. So students joining Sandpit right now, invited to this crowd, would see that they're in the A1 Entrepreneurship module, and they would be told that they need to first get into a team to start a new project. But what I want to show you here is the crowd admin, so the control functions that you have as an administrator. And in fact, I'm going to choose a different crowd that I've set up earlier, which has some people in it. So here we've got one demo entrepreneurship sales class. Let's go have a look at the crowd admin of this class. Here we've got the link to this crowd if I need to copy that again, and I can change the dates. Now this funding period opens tomorrow, and I want to make that a bit earlier so I can show you some stuff. So let's make that Friday 30th, starting immediately after innovation ends. Great. I've now changed the dates on this crowd. If I go to members, I can see all the different students that are participators in this crowd and how many investments they've made in pitches, how many coins they have left. If I go to projects, I can see the different teams in this crowd and the pitches that they've created. If a student for some reason goes into the wrong team, all I can do is pick them up and drag them into the team that they should be in, like that. If I need to create a new team or delete a team because students have found themselves in the wrong teams, I can do that all from here, simply by confirming you want to delete this project team. And I can create another one here, team, let's just call it team 10. There we go, create a team 10. Got some unallocated, unassigned members here, and I can drag, let's say, Ned Carson in, who is now a member of team 10. Brilliant, so that's all on the administration functions for this video. Thank you very much. Any questions, please contact me at henry@crowdfundcampus.com. All the best, bye.